I remember being in LA, literally in my shower, manifesting, crying, singing, dancing in the shower. And I remember visualizing being able to travel the world and being able to just move whenever I wanted to and go wherever I want to, which is crazy. I remember literally manifesting everything that is happening to me now and everything that I have been manifesting for the past couple of years. I always notice my manifestations when I'm already in the middle of them. Like, lately I have been doing it pretty fast because I have a specific vision in mind, and I'm training myself to see or realize my manifestations as soon as I come in contact with it, even if it's just in a subtle way. That's another thing that I have accepted pieces of my manifestation, if that makes sense. So if it's like I wanted to manifest a car and I'm like, okay, I want this specific brand, model, make, color, like what I do with my first car, Max. I think that's why that was my favorite car, because I literally manifested that car down to the T with all the colors, this. And then when the dealer told me, when I came back, he was like, I sold your car, my bad. And then it turned out that he didn't sell it. It just got moved around somewhere on the lot. Like, now I got that very specific car that I wanted. I think that's why Max was my favorite car. But it's like, or even the Mazda, like, I wanted a Mazda before I even got Max. Before I manifested Max, when I first was getting my license, I was like, I want a Mazda 6. And then I manifested Max because I seen it at the dealership. When it did come time to manifest my Mazda, I manifested a Mazda, and it was a really, really nice Mazda, the newest model, all the upgraded features, but it wasn't the exact, like, one that I had said I wanted. And that's the thing about me being a specific manifester, is that even if the universe gives me something seemingly nicer, if it's not in alignment with what I want, because I am the operating power, I am a specific manifestor, which means I know specifically what I want and how I want things to, like, you know, work out. The Mazda was gone in a couple of months. Like, I didn't keep the Mazda long at all. The same thing with the Kia. Like, I was like, I'm pretty sure I had not even a specific car that I had in mind. I just knew certain features that I did not want on a car. I'm like, I do not want a hatchback. I do not want a key, because I like push to start. I do not want cloth seats. I only like leather seats. Like, I have to have the touchscreen upgraded radio. Like, I have a list of, like, what's it called? Not qualities, but like standards, I guess, when it comes to what kind of car I'll drive. Because it's just not worth the inconvenience having, like, now one of my requirements is that it has to be electric. It's just not worth the trouble to me to, like, have to do all the extra stuff with the stuff I don't want. So when it came to me getting Onyx, I was like, I had my list of stuff that I didn't want. And I think it was because I wasn't being picky enough, I would say. Because at that point, crashed Max, lost Maxine a few months after that. And then it was time for me to get a new car. And I'm like, well, I just lost 2 cars. Let me not be too picky. Let me just say, I mean, not let me not be too picky, but, like, it's not really something that I just was like, okay, I need this type of car. I wanted a car so I could get from point A to point B. I wanted to take a road trip across America, and I needed a car that I could drive there with. So I was like, forget it, just give me the car. But what I should have did was pick the car that I really, really wanted, and I would probably maybe still have that car today because, you know. But anyway, so what happened with Onyx is I had a whole list of stuff that I wasn't willing to do. Like I said, I don't want a key. I don't want a gas car. I had to have a sunroof. I had to have a touchscreen radio. I had to have the little Sirius XM update. It had to have a car GPS. Like, I just had certain standards of the type of car that I will drive. And, like, that's really just it. So I went to the dealership and I had a list of all the things that I didn't want. And then the man, I told him my list, and he literally brings me out a car that is exactly all the things I said I didn't want. I don't know if he was playing in my face. Like, I'm pretty sure that was God playing in my face. Like, are you really going to take it? The universe does not know the difference between you want it and you don't. So if you go through a whole list of shit and say, okay, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, it does seem like in retrospect, you would say, I don't want all these things, and the universe is supposed to be like, oh, okay, she don't want that, let me bring her exactly what. That's not how that shit works. If you say a list of shit that you quote unquote don't want, the universe is going to bring you all the don't want, because it just hurt the list. Like, you're not giving it anything else to work with. Like, you're saying you don't want it, but what are we talking about that for then? Yeah, anyway, so yeah, now I'm the type of person where not just with cars, not just with, like, the places that I live, the places that I travel, like, the things that are, like, basic, things, but like relationships and like the way I connect to people, the way I connect to my career, I'm very adamant on like what exactly I want and how exactly I want this to look like. And I'm open to suggestion. Like how I say, I know specifically what I want, which I have to know what I want, because like I said, the universe cannot fill in the blanks. Like maybe it can, I don't know. And I feel like that's more so for general manifestors or people that are just like that. Like they can just say they want a house and the universe is going to bring them their dream house. But if I say I want a house, I'm going to get whatever kind of house the universe feel like grabbling up that day. Okay, and I'm not a grabble me up type bitch. I like my stuff very specific. I like to know what I'm getting. I like to have it built a certain way, put together a certain way, nice, pristine, clean, and cute, and big and fancy and cute, with rooftops and other things. I don't know. I just have standards of stuff that, and I feel like, of course, that comes from life experience. Like I have traveled a lot. I've been to literally every continent except for Africa, which is insane because I'm Black. I don't know, like I've had cars with the top features, so it's like I have had a lot of space, time, and opportunity to say I like this or I don't like this. And of course, that's what Esther be talking about, like the contrast. Learning what you don't like helps you figure out what you do like, and that's how you build the list of all the things you like.